Hello and welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep IAS. Welcome to the big news. The topic for today's discussion: PM launches Complaint Management System portal for CVC. Before we understand what this topic is in greater detail, we have an announcement. BYJU'S Exam Prep IAS will be launching All India Mega Mock Test for Prelims 2023. This will be conducted on 6th of November at 9:30 am. What is that you have to do? The link will be given in the description box. All that you have to do is give the necessary information. This will be available in English and Hindi. This will be available in offline and online formats. And what we will also provide is a detailed report card with all India ranking as well. Please do register and take up this mock examination. Let's get started and try and understand what is this topic all about. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has launched the new complaint management system portal of the Central Vigilance Commission in Delhi. This is in the backdrop of the Vigilance Awareness Week. What is this Vigilance Awareness Week? CVC, which is the Central Vigilance Commission, observes Vigilance Awareness Week every year to bring together all stakeholders in spreading the message of integrity in all spheres of life. Basically, this is observed every year in the last week of October, where the CVC will encourage all the stakeholders. It can be the public, it can be the personnel working for the Government of India, to participate in the prevention and the fight against the corruption. So basically, they want to create an awareness to spread and prevent the corruption practices that is prevalent in the system. This year, it is being observed from 31st October to 6th November with the theme of Corruption-Free India for a Developed Nation. So this particular complaint management system was released opened in the backdrop of the Vigilance Awareness Week. Do note, this is driven by the Central Vigilance Commission. Now the question is, since this is all about fighting corruption, what do we understand by corruption? When we speak about corruption, it can be defined as a dishonest or an unethical conduct by a person entrusted with a position of authority, either to obtain benefit to oneself or to some other person. What exactly happens? Let's say, for example, there is a person who is selected to be an IAS officer or an IPS officer or any other person who is selected on the basis of merit to become an officer in the Government of India or in the respective states as well. It can be the Tahsildar, it can be any other officer who is working for the Government of India. So if this particular person is seeking bribe from another person, either for himself or he is seeking other advantages in kind as well for another person, that is what is called as corruption, says the simple definition. This happens to be a global phenomenon affecting all strata of society in some way or the other. Corruption undermines political development, democracy, economic development, environment, people's health and much more. It is therefore imperative that the public be sensitized and motivated towards efforts for weeding out the corruption. So this practice is basically about weeding out, removing the corruption. So who heads this? What we have is the Central Vigilance Commission. So what are the objectives or the intentions of the Central Vigilance Commission? As we all know, we have the Central Vigilance Commission, which has the mandate under the Central Vigilance Commission Act of 2003 to fight the corruption and ensure integrity in the public administration. So the commission is empowered to inquire or cause inquiries to be conducted into offences alleged to have been committed under the Prevention of Corruption Act of 1988 by certain category of public servants of the central government, corporations established by or under the Central Act, government companies, societies and local authorities owned or controlled by the central government. So the categories of such public servants are as follows: members of All India services serving in connection with the affairs of the Union and Group A officers of the central government, officers of the rank of scale 5 and above in the public sector banks, chief executives and executives on the board and other officers of E8 and above in Schedule A and B of the public sector undertakings, chief executives and executives on board, other officers of E7 7 and above in Schedule C and D of public sector undertakings, officers in Grade D and above in Reserve Bank of India, NABARD and SIDBI, managers and above in general insurance companies, senior divisional managers and above in life insurance corporations, and officers who draw salary of 8,700 and above on central government DA pattern. If these people are engaging in any of the corruption related practices, that is when the CVC will step into the picture. So where do you put up your complaint? For which what we have is a new complaint management portal that has been released by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in the backdrop of this awareness week. So it is this Central Vigilance Commission and the complaint management system that we are speaking about in the present situation. So what is this new management system? When we speak about this new complaint management system, what we will have is the portal. This portal will have a login ID. It will also have a password as well. You have to give your phone number and you have to give the captcha. The minute you give your phone number, what you will get is an OTP. So the minute you register on this particular portal, you have a grievance against an officer which we just discussed. That is when the CVC will be able to inquire about this corruption case. So the minute you give your OTP and you register on this particular website, you will get a notification on your mobile which says your complaint dated so and so has been registered, and you will also get a complaint registration number as well. And what is that you have to do after that? You have to keep checking what is the progress of this particular complaint. So what would happen? You would have what is called as the know your complaint status. So you click on it, you would already have a number as well. So you put in this particular number, and the minute you put in the complaint number and register, you will get another email which will show you what exactly is happening with respect to your case. You will also have a message on your phone as well. So basically this is a complaint management system. In case you feel that a particular officer is seeking for some bribe or engaging in the corruption activity, go up to this particular portal. Voice your opinion. What did you face? Put it on this particular portal, and the CVC will monitor it, and if it is found to be true, suitable actions will also be initiated by the CVC. So this new complaint management system was released by the Prime Minister of the country, and this happens to be an initiative of the Central Vigilance Commission. So what are the advantages of this particular portal? One, you have to register by giving your number. So you generate a OTP. Then what you will have is an online notification. Citizens would be able to get regular updates as well. This will be a management information system. Then what we will have is habitual complainant, and finally this complaint system will be easier to use as well. This is the significance of the new complaint management system. However, the Prime Minister also did speak about multiple other aspects as well. One is to do with technology. Second is to do with Atmanirbharata. With respect to the technology, the Prime Minister went on to say, with regard to the use of technology, Prime Minister Modi mentioned linking PDS, the public distribution system, to the technology, removing crores of fake beneficiaries and saving more than 2 lakh crores of the rupees from going into the wrong hands by adopting direct benefit transfer. What exactly happens? We have something called as the ghost accounts. What are these ghost accounts? Let's say, for example, there is a person who is not entitled, or he should not have been a beneficiary of that particular scheme or the program. Because he has some political contacts, because he knows people who are part of this particular system, he was getting the benefits. So what did the government of India do? The government of India came up with this public distribution system which also connected it with the technology. With this, all these ghost accounts were completely eliminated, and we were able to save about 2 lakh crores for the government of India. Similarly, the adoption of transparent digital transactions and transparent government procurement through GEM is making a huge difference, and it is the technology which is helping in prevention of the corruption. Let me give you an example. Earlier, we did not have this particular GEM portal. So what would happen? These officers would tie up with one of the institute or with an organization or one of the manufacturing company as well. they used to end up taking some commissions and procure this particular product despite the quality is not being good, despite the quantity is not meeting the intended standards. But now what we have is a transparent system where all the procurement will have to happen on the GEM portal, irrespective of which department or the ministry that is. So ultimately, corruption is also prevented, says Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So the Prime Minister has also said that when it comes to the corruption, in case there is a person who's caught in the corruption scandal or an issue or a scam, so on and so forth, disciplinary actions will have to be taken within a time bound manner. And he also requests society and the people as well to take up the responsibility of preventing the corruption. He also says that there are number of people who have been involved in the scams. These are the people who have also involved in large corruption scandals as well, but once they step out of the jails, these are the people who are also praised. Such corrupted people should not be glorified, says the Prime Minister of the country. In the past, we've also taken number of measures as well. One is the systematic improvement and reforms to provide transparent citizen friendly services and reduce corruption. This include disbursement of welfare benefits directly to the citizens under various schemes of the government in a transparent manner through the direct benefit transfer initiative, implementation of e-tendering in public procurement, introduction of e-governance and simplification of procedure and systems, introduction of government procurement through e-government marketplace. The All India Services, Disciplinary and Appeal Rules and Central Civil Services, Classification, Control and Appeal Rules have been amended to provide for specific timelines in the procedure related to disciplinary proceedings. The Prevention of Corruption Act 1988 has also been amended as well. It is now clearly criminalizing all the acts of giving bribery, and it will also keep a check on big corruption scandal issues as well. The Central Vigilance Commission, through various orders and circulars, recommended adoption of Integrity Pact to all the organizations in major procurement activities and to ensure effective and expeditious investigation wherever any irregularity misconduct is noticed. In addition, the CVC as an apex integrity institution has adopted a multi-pronged strategy and approach to combat corruption which encompasses punitive, preventive and participative vigilance. The institution of Lokpal has been operationalized by appointment of chairperson and members, and it is this institution which accepts complaints about alleged offences against the public servants under the Prevention of the Corruption Act of 1988. These are some of the measures that have been taken to bring an end to corruption. It is this that we have to understand with respect to this topic. So this is it for today. Thank you for watching. All the best.